the more you keep doing that, the more you stay in the present. And if you really want to get to that future dream woman, you have to hold yourself accountable. And guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Eniade. I hope you stay and we need to talk. So today I wanted to talk about becoming the woman of your dreams. Okay, this is something that is very achievable. I'm working on it myself and I know for a fact you can do it too. These tips are actually quite universal. Okay, this is not just for women, but as you guys know, this is a glamorous channel. My main audience is women and girls. A lot of my videos actually have very universal advice, even the pretty privileged video, which I think is super funny. So how can you become the woman of your dreams? Before you become anything, you need to envision it. Okay, I want you guys to really sit down and think about who this woman is, what kind of person you want to be. I would highly recommend writing it down in a notebook or doing voice notes, because I just feel like that is the most effective. There's nothing like writing down on a piece of paper. Be specific about each category. So what kind of woman is this? What does she do? What does she do for work? How does her life look? What is her daily routine? What kind of friends does she have? How does she dress? I mean, get into the details. When you do this, it makes it easier to adjust your present life to this future woman. So for me, when I write down who my future self is, I think about the environment that she's in and the kind of friends that she has. I know that I want to have amazing friends in the future, right? And that's something I'm working on now. And I really make the effort to make better friends and even be a good friend as well. I think it's easy to be nice and want to be friends with everybody, but to be honest, as you get older and just as you grow in general, you realize that not everybody needs to be in your immediate circle, and you kind of have to be strict about that, right? You're a product of your environment. So being specific about what kind of friends you have are important. I try to make the effort to make those friends that are driven, ambitious, kind, all these categories that I would want in myself. My friends need to have that as well, especially if you're going to be in that immediate circle. And it's okay if not everybody can be your friend. So write that down. Who are your friends? Another example would be, how does she dress? I know for me, I know that my future self is going to be like the classiest babe, okay? The best fashion sense. She's gonna look amazing. And these are things that I already try to practice in my life right now. I had a time where I loved crop tops, ripped jeans, sneakers. And now I love to dress feminine. I love dresses. I love bright colors as well. Start to adjust your life to these qualities. But if I don't see myself wearing a lot of ripped jeans or a lot of sneakers, I'm just going to try and stop buying them. So when you're thinking about who this person really is, you also want to think about the energy that your future self gives off. This woman of your dreams, right? What is her energy like? I want to have a very inviting and inspirational energy. I want people to feel comfortable around me. I want people to be able to talk to me about every and anything, and a lot of these things are things that you can do right now. These are not things that are impossible, which is why I said this is something I'm working on, and I know that you guys can achieve it too. You can decide tomorrow that you want to be an inviting person. You can decide tomorrow that you want to be a happy person. These are all character traits. It doesn't cost money. It doesn't require anything that you already don't have in yourself. When I am outside of my house, I try to make the effort to be super social, because I know that my future self, okay, I know the woman of my dreams is a networking mogul. I know that it's so easy for her to talk to people and connect with people and make people feel better than when they came in the place. So if you know that the woman of your dreams is somebody who gives off that type of energy, start doing those things today. I also really like to think about what the life of the woman of my dreams would look like. Honestly, I prefer to call it future me instead of woman of my dreams. I mean, just because I'm so confident that this is something that is already there for me, that I just know it's the future, right? It's not necessarily a dream, but it's still up here. What does her life look like? Is she living in luxury? Is she living a simple life? Is she living a spontaneous life? What kind of job does she work? How does her money come in? What kind of car does she drive? What environments does she put herself in? I think you really need to think about all these things, because it's so easy to do what's comfortable for us. I know future me is a socialite, but she's still reserved. I try to put myself out there. I try to put myself in environments that I know for a fact that I'm going to be in the future. Let's say the woman of your dreams lives in luxury. Go to those places. Start meeting people in those places. Start making friends in those places. Once you have all these things down, do your research, do your homework, and learn what you need to learn. I know future me is very intelligent, okay? And that's something I really try to invest my time in, is learning. And I'm not just talking about book smarts, I'm talking about life smarts. Learning different perspectives. Allow yourself to be influenced by successful people, emotionally intelligent people, smart people. Force yourself to learn the things that you know future you already has down packed. Because essentially all this is manifesting, right? Having something up here in your head and bringing it to life, taking the steps to get to where you need to get to. Nothing is impossible. I know that's such a cliche thing to say, but nothing is impossible, especially when it comes to your capabilities as an individual. And also make sure you're holding yourself accountable, because oftentimes we know when we're taking a step back. So whenever you do certain things, just ask yourself, are these actions aligning with my future self? And I'm so serious about that, guys. You can make the excuse of slipping up, doing things that don't align with yourself, but the more you keep doing that, the more you stay in the present. And if you really want to get to that future dream woman, you have to hold yourself accountable and keep taking those actions that you know future you does. I personally know that future me has a banging body, okay? So I need to go to the gym. I need to work out. I need to stay fit. I need to stay hot, because that's future me. So that's something that I try to hold myself as accountable as possible, because I know if I start slipping up and making excuses to not go to the gym, I'm just not gonna go, girl. So the minute I start not going to the gym, it makes it easier to just stay home and stay home forever. I think a lot of times we look at other people and the things that they're achieving. We tell ourselves, well, she has those things, but I'm not her, so I can't expect to have the same thing, the same outcome. I feel like that's a very lazy way of thinking. You should be thinking, how did she get to that point? Because at the end of the day, everybody starts from one spot, right? We all started at the same place. We all started as nothing to something. I think instead of making it super easy for yourself and thinking like, well, that's her life and that's why she has all these things, you need to think deeper and think, how and why does she have all these things? Think about how somebody accomplished something and how you can do the same. Maybe tweak it your own way, but don't make that excuse of she only got that because it was her. No. You need to realize that you are the exception if you put in the work. You're the exception if you do what you need to do. So once you have all of these things written down and you've started to visualize this dream woman, start implementing and adjusting your life according to her. So once you envision it, write it out, and have the steps already ready for you, your future self is not that far away from you. I know at the end of the day, I'm gonna be okay, because I have a set vision in my mind for what I want my future to look like. I know what I want my life to be like. So as long as I focus on that, keep working towards that, I'm gonna be okay, and you're gonna be okay too. Yeah, that was it for today's video. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you want to see more of my face and hear more of my tips, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys to everyone who has been joining the community, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, glam girls and guys.